Hello and welcome to Rent a Clown Entertainment. As you already know, my name is Mamie Hill, and I've been doing this since 1995. And so I'd like to welcome you to my training video, and I'm so happy that you decided to join our team. I hope you'll have lots of fun because I know that I do. And the people who chose to get trained by me, I'm sure they've had a great time also, and the children and their parents. So, okay, let's get started. First of all, I'd like for you to know that most of our events are an hour and a half, unless I specify otherwise. Now, we're going to talk about payment later. But one thing that you should know is that I always get paid before I set up. Okay, so they know that I'll get paid the balance of my money before I set up. Now, the first thing that is extremely important is your personality. Whether you're a clown, whether you're a face painter or balloon twister, your personality is extremely important. You're being nice and friendly to people and smiling. And as an entertainer, you want to smile more than you do in your everyday life. You want to walk in there smiling, waving to people, being very happy and courteous. If you think that you're being overly happy, you're not. You want to project happiness, because when the most important, well, not the most important, well, in a way it is, but a very important thing to remember is this: when you are a very important thing to remember is this: when you are at a party, you want to get positive feedback. You want the people to call you back the following year. You want their friends to say, hey, I want that person as an entertainer at my child's party. You want them to call you back. All right. You want them to ask for you by name. Now, very often I may give you feedback sheets, or I may text or email a feedback sheet to your customer, so that I'll know what did they think of your face painting or balloon twisting, or different aspects of your entertainment. So now the cities that we cover like Cleveland and the surrounding cities, like Maple Heights, South Euclid, Chagrin Falls, Shaker Heights, Cleveland Heights, Willoughby Hills, Pepper Pike, different areas like that. Now, if I ask you to do a party and it's too far, you can feel free to say that's too far for you to go. All right. Don't be shy or bashful about saying that a party is too far. Now, as far as your equipment goes, who buys it? Well, we can do this different ways. Either you can buy your own equipment, or I can buy it and then I'll get reimbursed by taking it out of your parties that you do. You might want me to take out $40 from each party, $30. We'll discuss that later. Okay, now availability. Most parties are on the weekend, Saturdays and Sundays. If you're not going to be available for a specific weekend, just let me know in advance that you're not available. If you're going on vacation or you're invited to some type of event, just let me know so that I'll know how to plan. Now, a very important thing to remember is your checklist. Your checklist is very important because when I first started, I forgot my checklist. And it's extremely challenging to do an event and you forget a very important item. So your checklist is very, very important. And the supplies that you will need are, and I'm reading all this from my notes. I have my notes right here. Okay. The things that you will need are the face painting chart and a quick face painting chart, because you're going to have one chart with all full faces on it, and then you're going to have another chart for when it gets really crowded and you have to leave. Like a simple thing like a heart, a smiley face, a simple flower, things like that. On your checklist, you're going to want to have a mirror. It would be good if you had 2 mirrors so the kids can see themselves. Q-tips, wet wipes, brushes and sponges, your face paint, of course, lip color and glitter. And just so that you know, everything looks better with glitter on it. You're going to want to have glitter. And when you put glitter on them, you will want to apply the glitter with a Q-tip. Or if the glitter is close to their face, you're going to want to put your hand like around the child's eye, because they will open their eyes. Put your hand around their eyes. And if it's windy, it's very difficult to work with glitter, so you have to be careful. If it's windy, you may want to get the glitter gel. Now, later on in this video, I'm going to tell you where you can get your supplies and how much they will cost. Now, if you're doing balloon twisting, you're going to want to remember your balloons, inflated, uninflated, and you're going to want to have 2 pumps. You're going to want to also have a squirt bottle. So because a lot of the paint that you buy is going to be water activated. And it's going to be easier to apply that paint when you have a squirt bottle filled with water. You're going to want headgear, either a hat, a wig, or something. What I used to do is I used to wear a tinsel wig, because that way it's not hot at all. But the downside about having a tinsel wig is that it sheds. And you'll have little pieces of tinsel in your car. But I think that it looks good. Kids compliment you on it, but it does shed, and it's inexpensive. Now, you're going to also want to buy face paint cake. This is a 1-stroke face paint cake. A 1-stroke face paint cake. And what you do is you can take a sponge and you wipe it. After squirting it with water, you wipe it, and then you're able to make a rainbow in just 1 stroke. And that's very helpful if you have a line of children. That's good for making a rainbow. It's good for making a quick butterfly on a child's face. And it's good for adding lots of color with just 1 stroke. Okay, and you also want to have a portable table, a small portable table. Even if you have a folding TV tray. That will work. And I'm sure you can find them for around $20 or $25. You want to have a tablecloth. You can find a plastic tablecloth at the dollar store for just $1. And it would be really good if you could find one with balloons on it or something that looks festive. And also on your checklist, you're going to want to have on your checklist, you're going to want to have business cards. I will give you all the business cards that you need. Whenever you're on a gig for me, you'll hand out my business cards. If you go on a gig for yourself, then you can use your own business cards. And also, it's very important that you memorize my telephone number. Memorize it, because if something happens where you lose your cell phone or your cell phone dies or something, then you will be able to call me if you have a situation going on. So it's best to memorize my telephone number. Okay. Now, when you go on these parties, it is very helpful to have all of your information on an index card. And the information that should be on that index card are, you should have the date of the party, time, the name of the person who hired you, the address, phone number, the child's name and age. And I guess that's it. And of course, you want to make a note of, are you a face painter for that party, a clown, or a balloon twister? So that would be helpful. And when it comes to going to these parties, it's best to get there, I would say, at least 30 minutes earlier than expected. That way you can go in, get paid, you can set up, and everything will run smoothly. Because there are people who, if you come there late, they want to dock your pay. They want to take off some, maybe $10 or $20. So it's very important to get there on time. Now, the 4 most important things that you should remember, I'm going to give you the list. Personality. You should be lively and happy. Your checklist. Memorizing my phone number. And your appearance. Appearance is extremely important. When you go to the party, you want to wear something that is colorful. You want to wear something that is like, bam, different colors, like maybe a shirt that looks like a splash of paint all over it. Or you want to wear a top with all flowers, or this multicolor. It could be tie-dye if you wear a tie-dye top. And then if you're a clown, you want to have a clown collar. A clown collar, create a clown face. I will be more than happy to help you put on your clown makeup. You want to have, I don't wear a lot of clown makeup. I'll do circles on my cheeks, and then I'll do my lips, my nose, and I'll wear maybe glasses with white trim. You can get glasses at the dollar store, or you can get them on eBay. Character glasses that you can wear. So, and then when it comes to face painting, some of the faces that you will do. I will give you a face paint chart. Faces you will do, kids, the most popular faces. Spider-Man. That's not difficult to do. A tiger, a Dalmatian, a flamingo, princess face. And these are just a few, but I will give you a face paint chart of simple faces. And as part of your training, I would like for you to come to at least one party with me. Now, it depends on the level of skill that you have when it comes to face painting. There are some people who need more training than others. There are some people who need to come out 3 to 5 times. If you're able to come out with me just once and I can see that you are good at face painting, that would be wonderful. And another thing that you have to remember is this: when painting faces, you have to be fairly quick. You cannot spend too much time on one person's face. I know that you want to do a good job, but you don't have to be so perfect. You don't have to be so perfect. I mean, this is a child's face, okay? You want to be good and you want to be quick, all right? It shouldn't take you more than 2 or 3 minutes to paint a face. So anyway, I believe that I've covered everything on my list. I've covered everything on my list. So I'm just here are a few last minute notes that you may, this is just, these are suggestions. I strongly recommend that you pack a bottle, a plastic bottle of ice water. Get a bottle and fill it, but not to the top, because we all know that water expands when it freezes. So you want to leave some room at the top, but you want to have at least 1 bottle of ice water for each hour that you're going to be out there. I would carry at least 2 bottles of ice water. You may want to carry a light snack. And I know I don't have to say that make sure that you use the restroom before you go to the party. I don't have to say that, but I was just thinking it, so I just thought I might as well say it. Anyway, if you want to pack a light sandwich, but I will tell you this: many times people at the party will give you something to eat. Many times they will say, go ahead and dish up some food. You can do that. And it is professional to take it with you. I don't think it's professional to sit there and eat with the guests. And also, you don't want to sit there and eat with the guests because the children will be continuously asking you for things. You can't enjoy yourself. So that's it for now. And I hope you find this videotape interesting. And I'm going to ask you, what are the 4 most important aspects of this? Because I'm going to ask you questions about it, just to make sure that we're both on the same page. All right, so that's it for now. And I hope to see you at my next party. All right, bye-bye.